Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good morning. Good afternoon. Priya, Miss Universe Australia 2019.
Good afternoon to you too. How are you?
You're beautiful. I'm very good. How are you today?
I'm really great. Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. And as what I always say, it's really glad to get to know more about you, about the contestants, because it is one way for us as well, followers of the pageant, to know more about you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I love how I've been watching your videos, and I love how much you seem to love Miss Universe and your interest in pageants. And so I'm really happy to be here. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And of course, I really wanted to acknowledge the hardworking ladies, just like as you are, because they truly deserve some recognition, especially all the hard works that you're doing, not just for pageants, but for your advocacies as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's begin with you having an introduction about yourself.
Sure. So obviously, my name is Priya Serrao. I am Miss Universe Australia this year. I am 27 and I work as a policy advisor for the government. This is my first ever pageant, and I've never done any modelling or pageant before, so I'm very fresh.
I know, and that's actually very, very impressive because, I mean, Miss Universe Australia is a very, very tough competition, but for a first-timer like you, I mean, that's amazing, which is why I've always believed, I mean, as a follower of many pageant forums as well, I always say, why are they not noticing Australia? I mean, this woman is amazing. But of course, we'll just have to see that once the competition starts. So can you tell us about your educational background?
Sure. So I actually spent 6.5 years at university. I did my first 3 years a Bachelor of Arts majoring in politics and international studies. I love politics. I'm a bit of a politics nerd. And then I did 3.5 years more doing a Juris Doctor, which is a postgraduate in law. So I graduated from my 6.5 years last year, so in June 2018.
And that's another amazing thing because you have a really, really impressive profile too. And what motivated you to join your national pageant this year? And did you expect to win Miss Universe Australia?
Yeah, so a lot of people have asked me this question just because I've never done anything like this before. And my motivation was actually seeing Francesca Hung's video. She put up a video in January this year saying, hey, I did Miss Universe Australia last year. It was the best experience ever. Everyone should do it because I got so much out of it. And I thought, hey, you know, why not? Maybe I'll give it a try. And it seems like you can do some amazing things with the platform, with the title. So I thought, hey, this is a really good way to have a bit of influence, be able to collaborate with organizations like non-for-profits that I wouldn't have been able to before. So that's the reason I applied. What was your second question?
Did you expect to win Miss Universe Australia?
Oh. No, I definitely did not expect to win because I think that this year's competition was really, really tough. I think we had a former Miss World, some Miss Tourism Australias, Miss Grand International, of course. So there was so many girls that had so much more experience than me, had so much more knowledge about the pageant world than I did. And I honestly went in, thought, hey, let me just give it a shot. Let me see what happens. And I had no expectation to win. So yeah, I'm really happy I did. Yeah.
And congratulations for that. Exactly. When we follow Miss Universe Australia, most of the names that are really here and there in pageant forums are those ladies who've been in many pageants as well. So when you were crowned as the winner, I mean, many were actually surprised. But when I read about your profile, I told myself, well, this could actually be the reason why she won, because she's amazing. I really didn't watch the pageant, but just watching you, watching everything about your profile, I mean, this is really the reason why she won. And well, let's just give her the chance to prove herself. And as time goes by, you are actually becoming impressed by you as well.
Exactly. All it takes is a bit of hard work, a bit of research. I mean, things like this is all skills, right? So performing on stage, it's a skill that you need to learn.
Yes.
So you put in a bit of hours, you put in a bit of practice, and that's how you learn. Speaking in front of a large audience, a skill that you need to learn. So I've been doing a lot of work since winning the domestic pageant, I must admit. So I just want to kind of be in the best place possible, kind of going forward. So yeah, just a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yes, it is. And you're very good at that too, especially when it comes to public speaking. Now, for the last 10 editions of the pageant, Australia has qualified 7 times out of 10. So that makes it 70% chance of your country for qualifying in the pageant, which is a very high placement rate compared to many other countries. So can you share one major reason behind the success of Australia in Miss Universe?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I know Francesca and Olivia, who won in 2017 personally. I've also met quite a few of the Miss Universe Australias, like Tegan Martin, Olivia Wells. And I think one thing that everyone seems to have in common is that we're all very real, very down to earth. It's a very Australian quality, right? It's very kind of, we're all relatable, very, you know, we can speak to anyone, we're approachable. I think that's a strength. I think that all of us have in common, and what the Miss Universe Australia organisation obviously looks for. So, and I think maybe, I'm just guessing here, obviously, that must appeal to the judges, I'm guessing, and that's why I'm thinking we've been so successful. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for that. And as what we have talked earlier, some ladies are actually well experienced in beauty pageants, especially in Miss Universe 2019. Many candidates this year are well experienced. And as what you mentioned, you are a first timer. We have Miss Universe Thailand, who've been very loud everywhere. Miss Universe Puerto Rico. Well, for your case, since you are a first timer, do you consider that as a disadvantage or an advantage for your case?
Yeah, see, a lot of people have said, oh, it's not great, you're new, it's a disadvantage. Honestly, I don't think it's a disadvantage. I actually think it's a bit of an advantage for me anyway. I think I bring a different set of experiences. I bring a different perspective to things. I think being fresh, a lot of people said she's very fresh. So being fresh is an advantage, you know, and honestly, I'm going to go into it with my lack of experience, and hopefully I'll come out of it in an okay position. I'm just hoping. You can't really predict what's going to happen in the future. All you can do is just do your best, really, going forward. So, yeah.
Exactly. Especially that with Miss Universe right now, there's always a lot of surprises in the pageant, especially surprise placements that came out of nowhere. But, of course, there's a lot of happening behind the scene that we really cannot see. So it's up to the judges and who impressed them behind the scenes. Yeah,
and I love that. I love that IMG is looking at women holistically now. You know, it's not only about being beautiful, it's about being intelligent. It's about having a project. What is your advocacy? What are you going to do with the title? What have you done? What have you done in the past few years? Not only for the Miss Universe competition, but just because of your interest, because of your passion, right? So, and it's great because young girls who are looking up to us as role models don't just see that, oh, she's beautiful, that's why she's up there. No, it's more than that. It's about being passionate. It's about being a good speaker. It's about these skills, again, that everyone can have if they work for it, if they improve on it. So I love that IMG has taken this kind of road. I think it's a great evolution for Miss Universe, and I'm really happy to be a part of it this year. Yeah.
Yes, we're actually very happy as well with the transition of IMG, because it's making the winners more, what they call this, it's giving a high quality winners every year, because we know that they're not just beautiful, but there's more to them than just a pretty face.
Exactly right. Exactly.
As what I always say, you really have to make sure that you leave a good impression during the preliminaries, because they have the same judges in the preliminaries and of course in the live competition. So as what I have noticed, especially in the last year's pageant, we have, of course, we really cannot have a perfect performance during the live performance, but as long as you give a strong impact to the judges during the preliminaries, it will actually help you all the way into the finals. Because we have Miss South Africa last year, Tamarine Green. I'm not sure if you have watched Miss Universe last year. I'm sure you do.
She's a goddess. She's a goddess.
She's amazing. But we have noticed last year that she actually struggled during the evening gown competition, during the finals. But she still made it in the top 5. And I truly believe that it is because she already made a strong impact to the judges. She has a strong profile. She's a great speaker. So that's why there's no way that they will leave her out of the top 5 just because of that evening gown performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And as what I have read online, you are in the field of law. And what's even impressive about this batch is that, based on how I remember, this is the batch where many delegates are in the field of law as well. So do you think this will raise the quality of competition this year?
Absolutely, I think so. Absolutely. I mean, if IMG is looking for a strong profile, they've got a strong profile. They've got lots of strong profiles. And honestly, I love that. It makes things more competitive, sure, but it also means that when I go into the competition, I already have so much in common with so many of the other girls. I get to make kind of instant friends because we've already got that kind of academic background in common, right? So I definitely think it'll make the competition a lot stronger, but I think it'll also be a better experience for all the girls involved as well.
Yeah. When I would watch since I am reviewing all of the contestants of Miss Universe, watching their profile, I mean, I'm just very impressed, because imagine the level of competition this year. And of course, we just cannot underestimate you as well, because you have an impressive profile as well, which I am sure is going to deliver strongly once the competition starts. And if we just look at the regional selection of Miss Universe, the Asia Pacific and African region are very strong this year. So what are your plans to stand out from this region, and how's the preparation for the pageant so far?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. So the Africa and Asia Pacific region is hugely strong, and it's not much of a surprise because, I mean, if you put all these continents and the regions together, we're about 75% of the world's population, right? So we're a huge number of people. So the strongest contestants will definitely come out of our group, which I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. But in terms of what I'm doing to stand out, like I said before, I know what I need to work on, which is obviously my knowledge of Miss Universe, my on-stage performance. I went into the national pageant not having that much training at all, so I'm very new, didn't really know what I was doing. Now I feel like I have a bit more of an idea going forward. Obviously, I've been training on my walking as well with Miss Nicaragua 2008, Thelma Rodriguez. She's an Australian now, so that's been very helpful for me to, you know, tap into someone who's a lot more experienced than I am, and she's hopefully teaching me a little bit on how to walk like a Latina. So hopefully I'll be able to bring a little bit of that for the international pageant. And just basic skills as well, because honestly I didn't even know how to do my own makeup and hair properly for the pageant before this, so I had to learn all of that from scratch. So yeah, just those little basic things, and performance wise on stage, yeah, just lots of preparation everywhere.
Thank you so much for that. And you're a fast learner as well, because imagine what you have done for a first timer. I mean, just amazing. And how about Francesca Hong last year? Is she giving you any tips about the pageant?
Yeah, she's been so good. She's been so lovely. She lives in Sydney, which is like an hour away from me, but we've caught up a few times, and she has so much insight and so much knowledge about, you know, what goes on when you get there. And her experience is it's really good for me to learn from, because it only happened last year. So she knows, you know, she knows exactly how the setup is and what's involved and what's looked at. So that's been really helpful as well.
Okay, thank you. And since we have already been talking about the shift of IMG with ladies bringing their advocacies to the pageant, what's the advocacy that you would like to bring to Miss Universe?
So my advocacy, as well as something that I'm really kind of interested and passionate about, is creating kind of inclusive societies. So by that, I mean, like, I moved to Australia with my parents and my sister when I was 10. And when we first moved here, we had a lot of trouble kind of adjusting, I guess, so because we were different, right? We had an accent, we didn't look like everyone else, and it was just very difficult for a year and a half. And it just makes me kind of sad, because I don't think anyone should have to feel like that only because they look or sound different, right? I don't think anyone should be discriminated against based on their race or their gender or disability or sexual orientation, because I think that all of these characteristics are so superficial, and if people look beyond that, just underneath, you know, to find that common kind of humanity amongst everyone, you know, the world would just be so much better of a place. So that's the reason I'm kind of working towards that. So I've spoken in a few schools on the topic. I'm also currently working on a kind of social media campaign, which will be launched in the next couple of weeks with a local organization. So I'm very excited about kind of working on it at the moment, but also working on it for, honestly, the rest of my life, hopefully. So really, yeah, really excited.
So thank you so much for sharing about that. And of course, Australia already won twice in Miss Universe, and that was with Carrie Ann Wells and Jennifer Hawkins. So aside from these two, who are your favorite Miss Universe?
All right.
And so why?
I can't pick one, so I've picked two. I love Paulina Vega. I think she is so great. I think she's really funny. I think she's the best personality. I love her. I love watching her interviews. Like she's just kind of witty and sassy. I just love that about her. And obviously she's beautiful. I also love Pia Wurzbach. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I think she is such a boss lady. She's so resilient. She's been through so much, and she's doing so much at the moment as well. Even after her, you know, I mean, after her crown after she's worn it, after she's passed it on, she's still doing so much. And I just find her a really great inspiration, not just for me, but for everyone else. So yeah, these two ladies, I think, are quite special.
And what does it mean for you if you win Miss Universe? I mean, 2004 was the last time Australia won. So what does it mean for you if you will win this year?
Oh, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine winning. It's not even a thought that's coming to my head. So, well, if I win... Well,
anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, if I win, I think it would just be, it would just, I don't know. It would just be unbelievable. And I think it'd be incredible, though, because I'll be able to do so much. I'm just thinking of so much possibilities in the future, you know, in that year. Again, collaborating with all these different people and organizations, it would just be absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. And I think you could be a very, very good Miss Universe if ever you'll win. Because, of course, you're very smart, you're beautiful, and you could be an inspiration to many young girls out there who really wanted to try out Miss Universe as well.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. And finally, if you could give some message to those people who will be supporting you and following your journey to Miss Universe 2019, what would it be?
If I have a message for anyone that's following me, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for believing in me and leaving all your lovely supportive comments. I read all of them. I try to respond to all of them when I can. But yeah, thank you. I know I'm quite new at this. I'm still learning, but thank you for your belief. It really means a lot.
Thank you very much. This is such a great time right now because, as what I said from the start, it is one way for us to know more about you. And I am truly impressed. You are very, very intelligent, very confident, great personality as well. Just like we always see from the previous Miss Universe Australia's amazing, amazing personalities. But right now, you are definitely raising the bar even higher this year. I mean, amazing.
Thanks, Alvin. That's lovely. That's so lovely. Thank you so much.
And as what I always say, it's just amazing for a first-timer like you. So we really have to keep an eye on you right now because I am still a believer that you are going to be one of the contenders for this year.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, of course. So thank you very much for your time. But I also have one more favor to ask, just like what I did with the other Miss Universe contestants that I interviewed. We would love to see your introduction, sample introduction for Miss Universe, your name, and then the name of your country.
All right, get ready. All right. Priya Serrao, Australia.
Thank you very much. That is just amazing. So again, thank you very much for your time. I really, really enjoyed this chat. I would love to know more and to follow you more as we get close to the Miss Universe 2019 pageant.
Thank you so much again for having me, Alvin. Really, I'm looking forward to it myself. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much as well, and you're very welcome. So good luck, and I wish you all the best for the Miss Universe 2019 pageant. And I really wish all the support for you right now. I really wish they will be giving you all their support, and of course, everything that you need for the pageant. So thank you very much.
Oh, you are lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you again for this time. So talk to you
Bye.
soon. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so that's it. That was my interview with Miss Universe Australia, Priya Serrao. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. I mean, she's very smart, and we can all see that she is a great speaker. So I'm pretty sure that no one is going to underestimate Australia now. She just proved that she is going to come strong in this competition. And it's actually 11 a.m. here in the Philippines, and by 5 p.m. later, I will have another interview with Miss International United Kingdom, Harriet Lane, which is also a front runner in Miss International 2019. So see you later. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.